mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
What's Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black with y'all 3 long face skinny body, and we back still black with another Boruto 2 Blue Vortex video. Now, I dropped my previous video when it going over the spoilers as they circulated over the timeline in the last few days, and the actual chapter, the unofficial chapter, was also dropped that same day with OP scans. But y'all gonna get the full chapter review on the 20th when the official chapter drops and when I actually read the full chapter. So aside from the spoilers that I went over in my previous videos, there's not much in terms of context that I know about the full chapter. So with that being said, man, let's just go ahead and jump right into the whole point of this video, because this is something I just wanted to bring to y'all's attentions in terms of the direction that they actually might be taking the Boruto story, which none of us probably even considered in terms of it being like a gateway, which is the Ten Tails actually might be built up to be like the next big bad thing, right? Because we understand the whole Boruto and Kawaki situation. As much as some people might hate it, as much as some people might love it, it's a whole, morale thing. It's a whole battle of character. It's a whole battle of resolve when it comes to Boruto and Kawaki. So not necessarily Kawaki being the big bad end all be all of the story, but more so that last adversary, that last hurdle, that last antagonist, quote unquote, without being the villain or the big bad that Boruto has to overcome in his own personal story and his personal character arc. But aside from Kawaki, aside from that whole tension clash right there, like, we got Code, we had Ishiki, Momoshiki's been lingering over throughout the course of the story. We know the whole Otsutsuki lair, but it's never been like after Ishiki perished, it's like who, like Code for real? And I've been trying to advocate for Code at times, but like the L's is just too much, right? And then with the leaks that we got for chapter 2, we understand a little bit more dialogue has been, brought out for us in terms of the conflict between both Boruto and Code. Code stocks are possibly looking at a, slight rise in, tension, a slight rise in, value, because we got Clawgons popping out with the Renegons out here making Kawaki eat dirt. So there's a couple of good things coming out of this whole entire situation. But all in all, Code really, it's just not hitting the bell. It's not ringing. It's just not that for it. So Boruto says some real interesting things that I touched on in my last spoiler video, which is that Code doesn't know the true dangers of the Ten Tails. He's strictly warning Code to turn back. He's strictly warning Code to retreat his army. Stop doing what he's doing with these monsters before it's too late. Before what is too late, right? And I believe this is going to tie into the much bigger picture for whatever Boruto has installed. And I've said this time and time again, that I don't know how, but Code is going to be the gateway for the next big thing that goes on in the story for Boruto. That's why he's so prevalent. That's why he's so important to the story right now, because whatever he's going to do is going to cause some type of chaos, is going to cause some type of ruckus that automatically leads us to the gateway of the Otsutsuki. And sure enough, and long behold, this guy Boruto is telling Code, bro, you don't know nothing about these monsters you out here controlling. The Ten Tails is actually way more dangerous than we all thought, right? And this is coming from the guy, right, who understands how his father went through the 4th grade ninja war, battling the Ten Tails, endless shinobi dying against this Ten Tails, renowned shinobi like Madara, Obito, and even Kagi, a renowned figure such as herself, accumulation of the embodiment of this Ten Tails figure, right? So like, it's a whole lot of history, but Boruto's out here letting people know, like, you really don't know the truth behind this. Now, could it be that Boruto possibly learned something? He peered into the history of the Otsutsuki lore or the Ten Tails lore, because we understand the Ten Tails is really just a ceiling for the Otsutsuki, as opposed to, like, are they from the same race, kind of, in a way, shape? Are they from the same planet? Is the Ten Tails kind of like an animal slash plant slash tree slash seedling that they describe to be for the Otsutsuki clan? Did the Otsutsuki clan come across the Ten Tails in some different galaxy or some different planet? and Otsutsuki just came across the Ten Tails and started using it as a seedling in order to cultivate life on other planets. There's so much we have yet to learn, not just about the Otsutsuki, but about the Ten Tails itself. And I'm super excited for the fact that we have this small Easter egg, this small little gateway that you know what I'm saying, is going to be like a Chekhov's gun, because now they're going to have to introduce something about this scenario, about this situation much later on down the line. Whatever Boruto is trying to emphasize the code, whatever Boruto possibly saw, possibly was foretold, possibly came across, you know, there's going to be something that is triggering Boruto to give code this morning in terms of like, bro, forget everything that you've done. Forget all the past animosity that was between both of our names. If you just stop what you're doing right now, I will spare your life, right? On top of adding on, like, why is Boruto so confident, and like, why is he really coming out here with this type of energy and aura? That aside, but like, it's really something interesting and intriguing that he learned about the Ten Tails. And we know there's so much history and there's so much lore about the Otsutsuki clan that me personally, I have been so excited and longing for the story of Boruto to dive deeper into, like going to the planet of the Otsutsuki, the world of the Otsutsuki. Let's see the origins, let's see the beginning. And Boruto's statement is just getting me even more excited for that mere fact, because now it's letting me know, okay, we're not gonna have Code be like the whole overarching villain while Boruto and Kawaki deal with whatever they have to deal with, and then everybody comes together, defeats Code and the Claw Grinds, and prevents him from becoming an Otsutsuki god, or even the fact of, or the route of Code becoming a whole new Otsutsuki god on his own, and then devouring the planet and going about it. Such a, you know, like incorporating the Ten Tails, not only does it add that splash of OG Naruto feel back into it, but now it opens the door for so many other possibilities in terms of, we've seen these Claw Grinds turning into mini divine trees after grabbing certain humans, after grabbing some of the shinobi, and automatically just start turning into a tree. We understand, we've seen these type of similar scenarios occur throughout the 4th grade ninja war in Shippuden, right? So what's going to be so interesting about these Claw Grinds? What is Boruto trying to warn Code about? Are these Claw Grinds possible ways for, you know what I'm saying, them to cultivate mini miniature divine trees, mini miniature chakra foods? Or is it possible that it's dangerous because we've seen like the Claw Grinds might start to gain all of the genetics, gain all of the knowledge and the chakra consumption from those that they come in contact with, you know what I'm saying? Such as we see them awakening the Renegade, possibly because we know the Ten Tails coming in contact with Earth, it absorbs chakra. That's its main function. So, you know, absorbing all of this genetic DNA, all of this genetic data, does it somehow evolve these Claw Grinds to a level possibly eventually beyond what Cole is capable of controlling? And Boruto's trying to let him know, bro, I done seen it, been there, done it somehow, some way with the Jogan. That's going to be explained for another day, but let me tell you now, Code, just stop it, relax. So I'm really excited, man, and I'm ready for the full official chapter to drop. So stay tuned for my review, stay tuned for more breakdowns once I'm able to go over more context about the conversation between both Boruto and Code, and we can see the possibilities that this one statement or a few words and sentences and dialogue between both Boruto and Code will take us. What is Boruto's warning? Is it some type of precognition? Does it have to do with his Jogan? Did he see something? Was he foretold in a similar manner to where we see the great Toad Sage telling Hagoromo, telling Jiraiya, and telling Naruto all of these prophecies? Was Boruto foretold a prophecy by Toneri? Did Boruto somehow possibly awaken his Jogan and manage to see something? Did Boruto somehow, you know, upon his clash with Code 2 years ago, somehow Code managed to strike something that awakened in Boruto, that allowed Boruto to see the future that's connected with Code and his dangerous actions that he is taking in right now? So it's going to be a lot of interesting things and a lot of interesting theories to go about just off of this small dialogue that we know that went down between both Boruto and Code. And I'm excited, bro, because I want the Ten Tails to be introduced and to be built and evolved on, especially in the Boruto story, because that automatically is going to mean more Otsutsuki lore. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, Boruto 2, Blue Vortex, Chapter 2 in a few days. More spoiler discussions, one more video dropping out before we get the full chapter, so stay tuned. Holla at your boy. I'm holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir. Ski.
We take a trip to the sky, show them that our limits too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said